Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see you today. We're glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us for our weekday family devotions. It's Monday. It's hard to believe it's Monday, July the 27th. But we're glad you're here. And of course, it's noontime now. So let's pause what we're doing and go to the Lord in prayer, asking God to bless our devotion time and that He would, in fact, send revival. Lord, we love you. And we thank you for the privilege it is to meet together today and pray with one another. And Father, as a church family, we pray for revival. Lord, that you would send it. God, we rejoice in all you did yesterday. Lord, here in our church, God, we truly give you the glory for it. Lord, our prayer is that you would continue your work, reviving work in our hearts and lives. And Lord, that you'd set us in motion for great things as we move into the fall season here very, very soon. But God, we ask for your blessing, Lord, that not only that you would send revival, but Father, that you would bless our time of devotion here today. May you use it to encourage our hearts and increase our faith in you. But Father, we love you. We ask all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, thank you for joining us today. Of course, if you're on our Facebook page, welcome. Go ahead and like this post, share it to your page. That way, everyone you know can find some encouragement from God's Word. Also, if you're joining us on our YouTube channel, thank you for taking time to be with us. Go ahead, subscribe to our channel. That way you can receive notifications every time we go live. Well, today we've got the privilege of having one of our interns here with us, Brother John Bishop. He's going to come now and share from God's Word today. So let's follow along, and may God use him greatly.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I will be reading from Mark chapter 4 and verse 35. Mark chapter 4 and verse 35, and I'll start reading. And it says, And the same day, when the even was come, he saith unto him, Let us pass over unto the other side. And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in this ship. And there was also with him other little ships. And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said unto them, Why are ye so fearful? How is it that ye have no faith? And they feared exceedingly, and said one to another, What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? So we see here that the disciples, they're sailing out, and then this great storm hits their ship, and they become very fearful. And Jesus is asleep on the ship, and they wonder why he's sleeping during this great storm, and wonder why he didn't do anything about this when they wanted him to. And I was just thinking about this with everything that's going on with all the coronavirus and maybe trials in your own lives or storms in your own life, and you wonder where Jesus is. The disciples, they probably wondered, where is Jesus in this storm? And many of us think about that when the Lord doesn't answer our prayers right away, or doesn't calm our trials, our storms in our lives. And many times it seems like God isn't answering our prayers or isn't helping us. So where is Jesus in the storm? And we see that during this storm, when the disciples were fearful, Jesus was still on the ship. He was still with them even when they thought he wasn't doing anything at the time, or when they wanted him to do something. And we see in verse 38, and it says, And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow, and they awake him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And the Lord does care for you, and he's going to answer your prayer. It may not always be in your timing, but it's always in God's timing, and it's always in his control. And just like this storm, God was in control of this storm. And if you're having any trials or situations in your life that you think God's not in control, God is still in control. And we see that the Lord answered their prayer in verse 39, and it said, And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And I was thinking about this in verse 39 as well. In Psalm 46:10, the Lord said, "Be still and know that I am God." And during these times, we don't need to be fearful or to be fretful or worrying that the Lord's not in control, because we can rest assured that the Lord is in control of our lives and in the trials and storms of our lives. And He uses these times to increase our faith and to help us. It says in verse 40, "And He said unto them, Why are ye so fearful? How is that ye have no faith?" And I know during hard times or times where it seems like God's not in control, it's easy to become fearful and fretful of what might happen and not to rely on the Lord. But during these times, the Lord wants us to rely more on Him, knowing that God is in control of these storms. So I just wanted to encourage you today, if you feel like life is out of control and you're unsure what to do, God is always in control, and He wants you to be still and know that He is God. And let's pray. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day, and I thank you for this passage that we can read and rest assured that you are in control of our lives. And I just pray that we would learn to trust you more during these times, and that we would be a great testimony and a witness to others. And I pray that you would just help us today. In Jesus' name, amen.